Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm All Things Wrestling, and today I'm going to be reviewing WWE Monday Night Raw, 20th of January 2020. We kick off the show with Seth Rollins, the AOP and Buddy Murphy making their way to the ring. He just drones on about being on the right side of history and the big group and believing in us. Then they introduce Buddy Murphy, the newest disciple. Kevin and Joe were standing in our way. We took out people. Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe interrupt and said, "You got rid of Big Show for now, but he'll be back. Let's have more fighting, less talking." He said, "There's 4 of you and 2 of us. You ready gonna try and fight us? But come on down and let's dance with history. Destiny." They're like, "We're ready for a fight, but we're not alone." Eric and Ivar join them. Big brawl, and Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and the Viking Raiders come out on top. Overall, it was alright. A good opening promo, a little bit of an action, not a bad way to continue their feud continuing. Going to give it a 6 out of 10. We then go to Rey Mysterio versus Andrade in a ladder match for the US Championship. In the end, Andrade, Selena slaps Rey. Andrade hits him in the leg. Selena climbs down the ladder. Hammerlock DDT through the ladder onto Rey Mysterio. Andrade claims back the championship. Match was very, very good. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. A very good match, especially for a Monday Night Raw. After the match, Selena pulls up the massive ringside and tells him to take out Rey. Then a masked man comes out and it's Huberto. They exchange punches. Huberto checks on Rey, and Andrade and Selena celebrate the victory. Very nice for Huberto to return back as well. Then we had a tribute for Martin Luther King, which is, I believe it was Martin Luther King Day. What more can I say? Inspirational man, had a very good message to him. It's just going to get a 10 out of 10 because, well, how could you not love Martin Luther King with his inspirational message? Moving swiftly on, we had a second match, Aleister Black versus Whitaker Lineman? I swear these just make the names up. Black Mask, 3 count, no rating. Moving swiftly on, really. Then we go to Paul Heyman making his way to the ring. He introduces a client. He said Brock will enter and he'll eliminate everybody, and people will believe it because it's Brock Lesnar. No matter who gets eliminated or when, Brock will beat 29 people and be the victor. He's like, there's only one person worthy in facing Brock Lesnar at a pay-per-view or WrestleMania. Paul wants to know why people are bringing Brock Lesnar. Do you really think there's somebody who's worthy of standing in the ring with Brock? Ricochet makes his way to the ring, enters the ring. Brock tries to leave, and it's like, "Are you scared? Do you want to fight?" And then Brock just walks in the ring, kicks him in the bollocks by the look of it, and then he said, "Not scared," and leaves. 10 out of 10 just for the fact that Brock just punted him in the bollocks and said, "Not scared." Overall, it was a pretty typical Paul Heyman promo, which are always good, and then the Ricochet was just the icing on top. Another decent Paul Heyman exchange here again. We then go to Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. The OC makes their way to the ring, goes after Drew, gets beat down a bit. Obviously, Drew wins by disqualification. Orton brings in a chair, uses it on AJ and Gallows. Drew with a Claymore kick to Anderson. They retreat. Orton and Drew stand in the ring. Orton drops the chair. Orton gets in Drew's face, says something to Drew. RKO. Drew gets the mic and says, "I should have Claymored you." Throws down the mic. "Get me a mic that works." That's why they call it an RKO out of nowhere. It's not going to happen again. Here goes what's going to happen on Sunday. He prays to God that they're in the ring together on Sunday. He will kick Randy's head off its shoulders and he will win the Royal Rumble. And finally, after all this time, he will main event WrestleMania. Yes, please. Match was fairly alright. Fairly alright, really. I'm going to give it a 2.75 out of 5. The exchange, not really going to say much about that. It was good. I'm really intrigued. If these two have a full-blown rivalry, I'm happy with that. These two work very well together, actually. Then Charlotte Carusso's in the back. She stops Charlotte. Charlotte's asked about the one who has the most eliminations, being one left in the match. She said she's prepared to face anybody and anything. Becky Lynch stands next to Charlotte and walks away without saying anything. Charlotte said she was eliminated by someone who wasn't supposed to be in the match. She's ready to face 29 other women, but the question is, are they ready to face her? Fantastic. Really fantastic. 4 out of 10. Eh. And by the way, the fantastic was sarcastic. Yeah. Becky versus Kairi Sane. Becky with a forearm to knock Asuka off the turnbuckle. Becky with a forearm in the corner, followed by an exploder. Disarmer. Zayn taps out after the match. Asuka with a shining wizard. Asuka lock. Asuka with a round kick. Overall, Becky versus Kairi Sane. Yeah, 2 out of 10. Attack after the match, very nice, very very nice. I am actually hyped to see those two face off against each other. We then go to a video package for Rocky Johnson. RIP, you absolute legend. 10 out of 10, clearly, because how could you not give a 10 out of 10 to Rocky Johnson? Seriously. Then we go to Eric and Ivar with Kevin and Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins, Buddy Murphy with AOP. During the match, Kevin and Samoa Joe fight the AOP away from the arena. Buddy with a jumping knee and the referee holds Buddy back. Rollins with a blackout on the apron. Buddy gets the 3 count. Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy win the championships. Yes, they are the new tag champions. Match was 2 out of 5. When asked about being new champion, Seth said this is in the beginning. Last week, Buddy found Aleister Black and now he's fighting the good fight. Buddy came to his side and now he's champion. They will cement their dominance and win the Royal Rumble for a second year. When he wins the Royal Rumble for a second year in a row. Then we have the Street Profits doing that update after the weekend stuff. They bring up WWE has 7 hours of original content. Graphics of Miz and John Morrison together and he's changing his position. R-Truth in Houston. He talks about the weather in Houston. Montez asked R-Truth what it's like to take an F5. Truth said it hurts. Amazing. And then they bring up the situation regarding Mandy Rose and Otis. 6 out of 10. I actually like this kind of format they do. With they also mentioned Paul Heyman being in the first ever shrimp eating contest, and Montez said shrimp will be extinct after that. 6 out of 10. Very entertaining for the Street Profits, at least. Then we have Matt Hardy versus Eric Rowan. Claw slam for the 3 count. Not going to rate it, even though it's an actual wrestling match. They basically just threw Matt Hardy to the wolves there, and I'm not impressed. Then Mojo Rawley's been interviewed. He said he will not run when a challenge arrives. Samar Singh tries to distract Mojo and Sunil tries to roll up, but Mojo doesn't go down and he takes care of them. 8 out of 10, just hilarious with Mojo just standing there and trying to do a roll up. I like Mojo Rawley. I want to see more from Mojo. We then go to our main event of the evening. Sorry about that. Lana Rusev Day is cancelled. All she wants to do is share their love and none of you care. Lana calls everyone a bunch of losers. She said they're all jealous and envious of them. She says anyone being disrespectful, all she wants is a simple thank you. She said Bobby will show his dominance over her ex-husband. Rusev sets up for a match to kick. Lana grabs a leg. Lashley with a spear for the 3 count. Match can get a 1.5 out of 5. Nah, usual fodder. Not impressed with the match, to be fair. It wasn't outright terrible, and Liv Morgan actually got to have a few bits in the match, which was a nice point, which is why I saved it from being a 1. Just Rusev just looked like an idiot and really didn't do anything. So, yeah. And that was Monday Night Raw. Overall, an actually alright episode of Monday Night Raw. Had a good couple of matches. Building towards the Royal Rumble really nice. A new champion. Overall, I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. Overall, it was a very enjoyable Monday Night Raw. Bloody hell, can't say that very often, can you? But yeah, I enjoyed it. Now, as always, I do hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please smash that like button, share and subscribe, and I shall catch you all laters. Just for you, Super Chelsea. Bye!